It's not the best reception. Don't you start that with me. Right on. Oh yeah, it's not the best reception. Olive oil. Olive oil. Olive oil. Oh. Well, it should be streaming now, people. Alright, just wanted to show you what the Lord blessed my bro and I with. And I'm just waiting to get that indication. Hey, bro, can you... Oh, there he goes. Just gonna have him turn that down. I'm gonna wait till I get that indication. Meanwhile, I guess I could show you out there. I just got done felling them trees right there. Just waiting to get that indication. I guess I can show you around now. It's my little bathroom here for now. Oh, and for those of you that are like, well, what about visiting and stuff? Oh, that Toyota, it still has a lot of miles on it. I'm showing you that toilet paper. That's from the motels. Don't seem to use a whole lot when on a real spiritual fast, but that's just goes to show you how thrifty I've become. In my little shower here. Nobody really wants to see that probably, but waiting to get that indication. Haven't got it yet. Ooh, and I forgot to change the number. Got this yesterday. Went and bought this yesterday and ended up being blessed with this. There we go. That's exactly what we want right there, people. Blessed with this, these two in tables, matching coffee table. That's wrought iron right there. I've had plenty of these wannabe structured in tables and furniture like this, but they're always hollow. This here is actual wrought iron, extremely heavy. And then got my little picture set up, if you guys can see that. Right here. That's my bro, he watches. Open up to the one that stands at the door and knocks. Don't be outsmarted by the fox. Bought all this stuff. Bought that yesterday. Cecilia gave me that. Of course, that's Silly's little pot. Yeah, here's a spare room right here. A freezer here full of salmon and hopefully elk pretty soon. I'll have to get another one here. Little guest room. Probably put the computer room in here. I won't show you his room because that's his deal, but he's got the bigger room. This is his bathroom. I showed you my little... But, you know, you got to humble yourself, and got this yesterday. Washer, dryer. Blessing. From one of my daughter's co-worker / girlfriends. So, yeah, what a blessing. What a blessing. And then I'll show you outside here real quick. Oh, people. What a mess. Well, here, actually, I'm going to fire up some... I'm going to make some coffee here in a minute. I'll show you outside. Got my bird feeder. Oh, got another smoker right there. Of course, that cigarette there, he's the smoker. On top of the smoker. The irony. The irony. And then my totem pole. That's supposedly in Greek even scales. Of course, look at that bullseye. I don't know what those markings are. Just spirit-led hieroglyphs. Hydroplane. Then I got a piece that goes in the center right there. I'll show you later. Got some paint, gonna paint the deck. But look, isn't that something? It's a lime green. Got my cans. And there's my bro's truck. Number 7. Imagine that. Number 7. Nice big wooded area. They're taking the forest, people. They're absolutely taking the forest. Alright, I'm going to get back on my, I showed you that. A little closet that's not all, oh, in the shed. Oh, what a beautiful thing. That shed that's right here, she's allowing us, instead of that shed, if you can see that out there, they're going to put a new floor in that. We got to mow the lawn too, Jeff, here. They're going to put a floor in there, so meanwhile, like, I'm able to use the one over there at Tawana's, Cecilia's. So that was really nice of BJ and Nikki to allow us to use that. It saves me $80 on the storage unit. All right, I'm going to shut this down and run from my computer. Man, it's so awesome to be back on. I'll tell you, just busy. Just been nothing but just absolutely. Look, when Mr. L said, look, there's just things that I have to do. Well, you don't have to. He chooses to do those things, which allows him and us the privilege of him that opportunity to do what he has, that God-given right to do whatever he chooses to do to sharpen himself, so that we can, receive that that message. I believe everybody, if you listen, you seek, well, you're going to find it in the most unlikely places. He uses the least likely, so he gets the honor, glory, and praise. He uses the foolish to confound the wise. And I don't know about you, but I definitely, absolutely, wholeheartedly, and just like custom-made fit that criteria. It actually fit me quite fine. So, yeah, what a beautiful thing, people. Don't think for a minute that I just can't just up, and I will. And I get around pretty damn good. Not that way, people. I'm faithful. Till I find her. I just, of course, she's there. She's there. There's nothing to find. It's just, I guess it's, I don't know. But yeah, they're taking the woods over there to change the subject. Because it's, it's what I said, it's just living in the moment, man. It's the only way for me to fly. Otherwise, I'd be completely just absolutely wrapped up in the uncertainty of I'd just be gobbling the devil's goo, and faith would have absolutely nothing to do with my everyday life. And that's all it is. I just have to adhere to the here and now, and live in the moment, and it's been working out so far. Years now. I'm talking faithful years. He's been faithful, even though I may not have liked the outcome or the timing, or it's either yes, no, or not right now. Anyway, they're taking the whole force, people. I just, night and day, they're taking the whole damn thing. The whole damn thing. They're taking it all. Right there. I hear them. They're just over there just taking it all. Of course, they don't work on Satan's Day. The first day of the damn week. Everybody should be out just doing something. At least that's my opinion. But they're taking it all. Say there's going to be a casino. I had to go down and find out. Because, She worked at Culpeppers there, and you're a bartender and run that whole joint. You know every other bartender around, and when there's only one place that serves hard alcohol down here in Graham, for all the people that live out here, guess where that, for people that drink, guess where that watering hole is going to be? Right there. And then here, this is the other last stop. You find out a whole lot of stuff, and some people say there's going to be a casino going in next door. Can you imagine? In here, around here, a casino? Do you know what it's going to do? That's partly why the Lord said, son, that's partly why she needed you in here. Plus, there's other things going on with my brother Jeff. You know, now he's got him into, he's getting his pension soon. You know, the man deserves to, despite anybody's opinion on how they think he should live his life. It's his life. And, we're to love each other and build each other up, not condone or negate, you don't want to be an enabler. That's not what I'm saying. But there's some things that, the Lord puts us in positions sometimes that, like I said, if I sat and just thought about I'd be gargoyle, just truckloads. This whole trailer would be full of just the absolute, what most people, well, far and few between now we're considering coincidences or just absolute, just miracles, and an opportunity to realize that there is a God, not the God. I mean the God, not a God, not just a God, because there's lots of gods. It's a whole lot. But isn't that something right here? I got her though. Got this before they took him. Got her. I went and got her right there. At least I can honor him that way. Honor those beavers. They're gone now. That's the bottom one is a beaver. Oh, he's pissed. He's angry. You see those scales right there? That's right. I don't know if y'all can see them there. I'm going to try to use the other camera. I'm going to get off here like I said. I'm going to get on this here. And the reason I believe this is actually working now is because I'm going through that router right there, which the Lord provided for us. Here's that old peppermint patty green house. Of course, they're painting them all dark like this color here, like they just got done painting my old one the ones the girls are in. They painted it, put a new deck on it, beautiful. They just got done falling all them trees, which I used to remember. I told you I came out of that bed like a damn, man, like a raped ape. I heard that branch. It should have took the whole side of that trailer. It really should have. It was a miracle. Another miracle. Gargoyle! Just another miracle. Oh, gosh. Isn't that something? And Mr. Crowder, I love you so much. And pray about Now I'm back on my deal again. What do? You tell everybody, well, I'm sorry, man. I know you ain't seen me in all these years, and you hear about all these good things that are going on and stuff, and you made this meal. What do you do? Tell people, well, I'm fasting. What do you do? The Lord says, man, you got time for that. Now you got to get back on track. Like I said, it's hard to do, especially when you're, it can be, but oh man, so awesome. Last Supper, it brings people together. That's what food does. It brings people together. Well, it can also divide people too, but there ain't nothing like a good old food fight, huh? Right in the head with some nasty ass cafeteria pizza. Yeah, they're taking it all, man. Just taking it all. No disrespect, man. Taking it all. Just a tearjerker. That's what it is. It's a shame. Oh, he thinks it's so funny. Oh, his head's still just spinning, but you remember there's that 1/3, and they're shitting bricks. And they're not plumb true bricks, I'll tell you what. Whew. Boy, that punishment. He said, and you go get a watermelon. A watermelon? Uh-huh. That's right, Big Mike. You go get a watermelon. Now, that had nothing to do with the race. That was pretty funny, though, there, Casey. there on your deal. That was pretty. That was pretty good, and I understand. And you know what? That was very bold of you, apologizing in front of everybody. You know something? There's more to be said about that in humility and truth and honor, because you know your flesh is weak. Well, you know what? Your spirit, when you decrease, he increases in us. That's it, because what it does, and that's why, just like you, Hannah, doing all those, you're just doing what you do. You don't have to have, you just do, people get to know you. You just run a stream. It encourages other people. It keeps them on this side of life, you know, because the enemy is so, now it's just absolutely just, oh God, it knows it ain't getting shit from Chinola. It's been, all them have been deceived. Just absolutely. It's been one big old, and now this reversal is taking place. All these things that he's been telling me and that now I've been saying is all, yep, oh, what a beautiful thing, Mr. Pounders. All those baptism. You see, it brings people together. That's what it takes to bring people together and have a meal. And oh, man, not in fear. That fear, nope. That fear, that's what's taken all that beautiful Mother Nature's beautiful entitlement. You see, we have dominion over all this in here. This is what we do. Not we, but you know, it. So, yeah, look at all those big, I don't know if you can see them. How clear is it? Yeah, I don't think you can be able to see. Look at the size of those timbers. I am so happy that they did that, because I was literally, when it got windy, I did not sleep well up under those trees. But the Lord had protected that hedge, always there, always been there. Always been there, never realized it till just a few years ago. But yeah, it's pretty clean. I still got this old deal. I had to get me some new sheets though, some green sheets. And this turned into, the lady said yesterday, she goes, you know, you came for an office chair. She said, and you're leaving with all of this stuff. And I said, it's amazing how that works that way. I wasn't even 7 minutes away, and all the honor, glory, and praise to him. She said, you know, I really appreciate that. You know, I had a really good experience, you know. Well, I said, I was thinking the same thing. I was serious. I don't know exactly. She didn't say that, but something close to that. And her husband, that's right, her husband, for those of you that are going, what? He didn't want none of it to go very inexpensively, because most of it was their daughter's stuff. Like I said, I've had wannabe wrought iron stuff. I've had some good wrought iron furniture, what am I saying? But this type, this style, right here, but it's always been hollow. There's a hole in it where it's just cheap light. But this is not light. Those are not light. That's real iron. Those things are heavy as can be. And then we got those right there matching right there, and then that to put my brother's TV on, which I should have maybe said to the guy to put that box back in his room, and that, because I'd hardly ever watch TV. We could have a secondary TV here. That stand, got that. What else did we get? Oh, that chair right there. That chair. All I had to do was just tighten it up. It's my old shillelagh. I didn't even know that's what that was. The old Irishman don't even know what that was. Of course, I've already showed you all this stuff. You should always get one. People should always have one of these. If you don't know what they are, well, it's not a big old screwdriver. It looks like it. But you always want to make sure you have your stuff clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness, you know. And of course, you gotta have that. You gotta have the big buck on the block. But yeah, so they're taking it all, people. Kindergarten cop, you know, I think we're going to change that, Mr. Crowder, to gender garden cop. Raise a child up in the way they should go. Well, we're raising a bunch of freaks. We're pruning them to where the old incubus and succubus, are completely just stymied as to what our children are. Is that where we're going with this? I'm gonna have a little sip of my water, and then I'm gonna run this stream. I'm just babbling. I'm just so excited that now this is actually working. She said, man, that works way better than ours, and we're just yards away. You know what's going to happen to the neighborhood? Sure ain't a whole lot. I think there's, 15 trailers, and only 9 of them, 7 of them are being used. That's why, if that's a casino that's going in, you know what's going to happen, right? Oh, God, oh, jeez, Lord have mercy. That's just a portal, right there, a portal to hell itself. That's all those places are, just shitholes to the underworld. That's all they are. And the government don't think their hands aren't in it. Just like I was telling, and I've mentioned this to you guys before. I was telling the girl at the club, I said, well, you don't think it's odd that you can't accept a credit card or a debit card, which is the same as cash, or even a check. Who writes checks anymore? I don't dare sit this on that. I'll put it on the floor. And you got a cash machine right there, but you can't accept it any other way other than cash right there. I said, you don't find that kind of odd? That they the government, they've got their fingers all the way up in it. I asked that dude when I was a little kid, I said, are you sure you're supposed to be? I said, now I've had a physical before when I went to play football, tried out for football at Kent Junior High. I said, they never did that at the same time. So, all right, I'm gonna let this. I'm gonna shut her down and then start this again. But yeah, what a shame, man. It angers me. They were in there all night long. It's just the saddest thing. They've just decimated the whole that native land. It goes all the way up here. Those salmon run all the way up here. Oh hop. You know, I knew right then when I seen him there, Rod Jones. Oh yeah, he looks all this and that. He's not what it appears to be, old axle grease. I understand, people. Same with most all of them. Most all of them, it doesn't matter about who got blocked and when, and oh God, he's the example. We used him. Don't go for none of that shit show. That's all it is. It's just monkeys throwing shit. They know what they're doing. They got to keep people just constantly just guessing. But once you're in the God is not the author of confusion, the God, not a God. We're not talking about, oh, it looks fine. It looks all fine and dandy if you're in tune in that frequency of the world. Then you'll just think, you'll really either enjoy it, like that. Like when I heard, I was like, huh, I was attracted to that for a reason. There was a reason why I was attracted to all those things. Millie, all of you. And again, I have to apologize in some ways, but in other ways, I would have had no idea that this is exactly the bigger picture in its totality, the total sum of this reality that we're becoming, that reflection. It's truth. It is truth, which is love, and the opposite of it's not fear. It's not hate. It's fear, and that's what culminates that fear, and then the fear and hate produces rage. And you see the rage, and that's why they take our beautiful forest here, because it hates anything pure, natural, anything of living water. Oh, I showed you that pit. Let me show you this real quick. I took a picture of it this morning. The Lord said, "Here, dude, take a shot of that. Look, a little old light. Oh, little fucking light on my water. That's something." Yeah, I gave him the bigger damn. I know it. I know it. Well, he's the older brother. He's the one of the Irishmen. He knew exactly. He's, oh, that's a shillelagh. He's like, you know, 'cause he's my mom's. He's Lois's grandson directly. You know, my mom and his mom are, you know, they look exactly alike. I think sometimes I'd used to get them confused on the phone. She laughs. It's not. It's me. Your mom's right here. Hold on, honey. Sounds just, they look and sound just like my grandma. And then the two older ones, Bobby and Steve. I guess little Steve, when I was remember asking Craig, pray for him. He's there going through some rough stuff. Well, you know, it's not for lack of, you don't see examples of, you know, things that you would never or could have possibly imagined could be reversed in people. But man, that free will is a beautiful thing. I believe that free will that's where that mercy and grace is coupled in, because grace is getting what we don't deserve. That mercy is not getting what we do deserve. And see, I throw my mercy on the oh God, the courts, human meat market, just a human meat market. And I knew it. I just knew they'd try to muzzle us all. Sure enough, I seen it. I just didn't know what it was back then. He said, say it. I said, learn to say moo. This could happen to you. And that attorney said, that's right. Right in Auburn. Well, I had already, now that was my third time going in and defending myself from something that never even didn't even happen. You know, never even. And I told him, I said, that's not me. You know, damn good and well. But, you know, yeah, I had to drag my children through the damn snow half the time. It does snow here once in a while. It just doesn't stick here. When you go up just a few little paces up, though, it will. Which reminds me, I got to get that snowblower out of there. But yeah, what a blessing. Anyway, here I go, just rambling on because, you know, oh yeah, they tried juicing up my phone, found out how to share your deal on Twitter. Hannah figured out how to do that. I was like, oh, those slick mothers. So I was able to do that. And always praying for you guys, Tori, Phoebe, always. And now that, you know, and again, like I said, I can just drop what I'm doing and just head on over that way. I can head on down. My bro just called me. He thanked me. He said, dude, you encouraged me. Thank you. And it really made me feel good. Thank you, bro. That helped me out a lot. See, we build each other up. We don't want to tear each other down. Got my title to my little old truck. Little old alley there. He got the rest of the creek done. I said, did you see any? He's like, no, I didn't see any, man. But he said, I hit something with the brush hog. And they got most of the pups sold. She's here now, probably. Sammy getting rid of three of them of the litter. But yeah, if it wasn't for, like I said, if I wasn't I don't know, man. With the way the world is, it's so hard to it's life. It's like, you know, there's so much, the harvest is plentiful, the laborers are few already. I'm thinking, you know, why, you know, I mean, it's nice, but right now that's not even on my mind right now. I'm been patiently waiting, but at the same time, I'm not just sitting around stagnating and, you know, watching souls being, you know, thrown to the wayside, trodden down and bound and shackled and just continually misled. It's a sad thing. And they just sit and spit right in our face right here with taking all the beautiful forest. Those elk now, they're going to have to... Jeff and I seen some big ones yesterday. Big old elk just right down in South Prairie, which is right down yonder. All right, well, I'm gonna shut this down. I'm gonna read my stuff here. That's something same color as this. I didn't even try to do this. This is just an cheap old blanket that has been around. It was on my daughter's bed in California a long time ago. And she wasn't my little baby no more. So I kept that. I don't keep a lot of stuff, but and I make sure, man, if I'm gonna buy, I don't just buy used stuff like that, especially something I'm gonna be in such close proximity to my, personally, where my body's gonna be up on it like that. The first thing I say, no offense, but I absolutely don't waste my time nor yours. Is there any odors or stains? Absolutely any smoking had been around it. I don't want no funkified anything on that stuff. So, oh yeah, otherwise I would have just got, I would have got a hand-me-down, because that's usually what I'll do is get a hand-me-down. Those, because most of my family, they all buy those expensive $3,000 mattresses, at least $1,800, and I'm like, well, come, sign me up. But ain't nobody ready to get a new one yet. I've already rung that bell, that dinner bell. But yeah, right there, they're taking it all. For now. They're still in our, what? You notice that? Mrs. Hall, Mr. Hall, did you notice that? They're doing that on the commercial now. See, this the longest, the TV, it's on, but it's not on in my head. I'm always, listening to it, been so busy. I know it seems like an excuse. It's not. It's a reason. I've been going and going and going and going and going and going. And all this stuff came in here of that little truck right there and has just been blessed. Boom, 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 left and right. And it's not cheap moving into a place. They want first, last, and but we're getting a new hot water heater. Because it almost lasts just enough for a full. And she said, yeah, we thought it was getting old. It's nice. They're coming over today to do that. Get that done, because, man, now and again, believe me, I'll be having him. Did I show you the size of his bathroom? Be scrubbing out his tub, and I'll be taking a bath. But yeah, like I said, I can just head on over that way, Forests, on down to Florida, stop off anywhere in between. I've got to go to Maine. Still got to work. Well, Brandon, he's got, things are just like, just with this damn spamdemic. I love you guys so much, and you also, Frank. And that's awesome, Mr. Carrigan. You guys got to baptize. That's amazing. That's where all the magic happened for me. With me and that big old beautiful pastor. Remind me of Wintley Phipps. Big old dude. All them people. It's not just about us. Oh, it is. And see, and that's what the enemy also, he's got to target. It's not just about you. Now it's all, now that you are becoming that truth, that very reflection, he's like, oh man, all the souls that you're going to be used to win and salvage. Yep. Oh, just not incomplete. It's not an event. It's a process. And through that process, people know, wow, man, this isn't an event. This isn't a process. There's that fine line. People know. They'll see it. They'll hear it. They know. This is not religion. Matter of fact, this is exactly the opposite of religion. This is exactly this is right here. That lukewarm. Bad news. Bad news bears. All right, well, I'm going to shut this down. Like I said 30, 40, 50 minutes ago. I got to go get that bed later. But yeah, we're actually able to get through that router. This phone, I got it linked up, so I believe that's why it's actually working. Well, not just that. Got to give all honor and glory, praise to our heavenly King. Dumb come. Oh yeah, that's right. That's it. So pleased, all them trees. Don't have to worry about nothing going through the top of that trailer. And new hot water heater. Man, what a beautiful thing. Jeff just had his surgery, so I'm going to go get him that queen-size bed today, God willing. They're just waiting for me to get a hold of them. Brand new, pillow top. Look brand new. Been in a guest room, see, just like this one. See, I like those words. I mean, you get people that lie all the time, but you just got to fish around and figure it out. Okay, guest room, non-smoker, only been used a few times. Moving, got to have it moved, and then you watch the price drop a little bit, and you look real close. You have them send you a few more pictures. That way you're not spending all your time in gas. Gas is crazy, man. It cost me $45 to fill that thing up. It used to be 30. $45. When did that happen? Probably the same day. I'm like, how the hell does a person shrink? You don't know that? You never heard that before? Yeah, your ears just keep growing and you just keep shrinking. That's another thing. It's okay to have a tiny head, Hannah. God made us tiny people. My mom actually thought my dad was a jockey. Lied to her to go out on a date with her there at Green Acres. Was it Emerald Downs? No, I think it was Green Acres back in the day. But really all he was doing was cooling the horses down. I was always been a little bit taller than my dad, but and my grandma, she wasn't short. Steve was 6'2", I think, and Bobby, she was kind of shorter, but it just hit and miss. Jeff, he's probably, well, he's still under 6 foot, but yeah, sad thing. People, thank you so much for your prayers too. I've just been going and going and going and tearing off roofs and getting this money together. Man. And a lot of sometimes half days because we just get it. We just go up there and get it done. Get her done. This one guy, he wanted us in and out of there, and one day that was one of the contingencies. That was one of the conditions in him allowing us to do that roof because he was bow hunting. Now the second half of bow season's opening up, so hopefully, I can get BJ to agree because those elk, they all come right in here. They eat right up in here, and all the elk and the deer and the antelope, they roam all through here. That's right. Gender, garden, cop. Gender. I just completely confused the shit right out of me. Yep. Craziest thing. Yep. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and run and he finally gave me this too, this little pumpkin seed flask. Some of those can be rare. Look at how the necks off to the side. They never really made anything. Today, they would throw stuff like that away if there was a slight imperfection. Unless it was just, China imperfections. They try to pass it off as if you look, you'll see it. All right, I'm going to let you go. I love you guys. Just for a minute. Always there, man. Always praying. Always there. Now I got the cupboards completely stocked, been blessed. That way, got the deep freezer in there. Hopefully there'll be a deer or elk in there soon. And, oh yeah, I just like to bushwhack. I like to get up and close. I like to hear that. I like to have them come right to you. All the birds, they just frolic and play. It's an experience. Even if I don't get anything, I have so much fun. That's why they just want to put they want to put what would appear to be a gold toilet, but really what it is, it's just, all it is, it's just shit plated, just a sinkhole. It's all it's going to be. If there's a casino that goes in over there. Oh yeah, but they know. BJ knows. BJ and Nikki, they know that they won't be rolling down this because there's only one little road that goes in, and they have to go out the same way they came in. And so, oh yeah, we'll put them to work first. They'll come in. We'll put them to work first, and then we'll decide what we'll do with them. That's right. I used to tell people when I was growing out there in California, I said, I smell you guys out there. I can smell you all across across my acreage, I'd say, I smell you out there. So I got my dogs right now because I don't want to have to. I said, but if you come back, I'm going to put you guys to work. And then I'll decide what I'm going to do with you. And then I'd go in the next morning, I'd go and I'd look around, I could see where they were standing, I'd see their cigarettes. Just people that don't know, kids, they come in and they want to steal your stuff. But like I said, when you're dealing with potentially $1 million, and I'm serious, it sounds like a way over. Oh, and it wasn't Dead Sea mollusks, it was Dead Sea minerals. And that clay mask, that I think it's by good stuff, though, people. Excellent stuff. I got a stockpile of it. Oh, Freeman, that's right. I got a little stockpile of it. Look, a little. I'll let you into my. See, I'm waste not, want not. I don't really like this toothpaste, but I'm not going to throw it away because I can't. I don't have in my right mind. I don't have it in me to throw this shit away. But yeah. So yeah, what a blast. I guess it kind of works, but not well enough. I'm not satisfied. I love his laugh. Funny. Oh yeah, we used to have so much fun. He grew up on a farm. He had farms, all his, farms, livestock, just good old stuff, good old wholesome living. Goat's milk, which they used to eat on their cereal. I couldn't stand that damn goat's milk. They'd make cheese out of it. That cheese was really rich. All right, guys. He just said, all right. Our grandma used to go, well. We always knew she was getting ready to leave. Well. All right, I love you guys. I'm gonna fire this up and read the rest of this scripture verse or the Psalms 1. Been led to read 1. Yeah, ginger garden cop. The way they're growing them now. That reminded me of old Charlie Brown and the old pumpkin, the great spirit, the pumpkin patch, that great lunatisticular lunacy in the sky. As I watched Linus, old kaleidoscope eyes. I was listening to a thing yesterday about LSD, and I had no idea. Oh, and again, I thought ground control was. I didn't know it was Steve. I didn't know it was for years that it was Iggy Pop, Bowie. Had no clue. Thought it was the Beatles. But I heard yesterday on a talk show, just brushed over it. It was KSW. The first time the two of the four, I believe, had acid, their dentist actually gave it to him at dinner. He didn't say anything to him because there was such a stigma about it. And I don't recommend anybody taking any acid at all. I'm just saying I didn't realize it. That their dentist, boy, how would you feel about going to have him do a root canal on you after no. Boy, you go in for a root canal. She said, yeah, you came for a chair. What a blessing, though. And I said, listen, I got a joke for you. And she says, what's that? I said, there's this atheist kid. He gets on a bus. He sees there's only one available seat next to an elderly woman that happens to be reading a Bible. He sits down in disgust. He says, you actually believe all that stuff that's in that book? She says, I do. He says, so you're telling me you actually believe there was a guy in the belly of a fish for 3 days, huh? She says, I do. He says, okay, tell me then, what did he eat? She says, well, I don't know. I guess I'll have to ask him when I get to heaven. And he said, yeah, but what if he's not in heaven? She said, well, then you can ask him. You know, it's always the women. No offense, guys. They always. I've never had one woman yet. I mean, in the most compromised state or condition, if you were, passing judgment, never that did not pick that up. But the dudes, us guys, sometimes it takes a second. Not all of them. Some just, probably a good 77% snap it right up. But yeah, it's just something as simple as that. You know, just something as simple as that. Simply green. That's right. Okay, I love you guys. I'll let you go. I'm gonna start this stream here, and yeah, this actually works. I pulled that shard of that glass out of there, and man, I might not even have to fit for a new phone. What a blessing. So, yeah, I think they're gonna end up painting it. Look, it's almost it goes the color scheme of the totem goes with the color scheme of the house. And this was Linda's house, her trailer. She owned this 3 bedroom. She was the only one in the park that owned her own place. Anyway, I'm gonna end up rambling. I love you guys. I will see you in a few. Let me